Welcome one and all to another Haulamania video for January 2017. Happy New Year again, everybody. Well, we've had Christmas, we've had New Year's bargains, we've had quite a few of those, and I've also been to my little honey hole. Let's take a look, shall we? Well, my family know that I do collect die-cast, and I did get a few cars for Christmas, and these are some of them. As you can see, these are Oxford miniatures. The scale is 1/76, and these cars are primarily designed to be displayed on your railways. Got 3 of them. These are from my father-in-law. Thank you very much, Chris. Let's crack them open and have a look, shall we? Right, to undo them, we're going to have to obviously slip them out the box. We're going to have to do some unscrewing. It's going to take quite a while, so here we go. Okay, so we managed to get them all out of their little boxes. Let's take a look at this one first. And it's really tastefully done. This is an Armstrong Siddeley Star Sapphire. Now, this is a car that was built probably just around about in the early 50s, late 40s, I would suggest. It's obviously a luxury mobile. It's to cover that little luxury end of the market there for your visiting Imperials. I'm sure it was exported quite a bit. And Armstrong Siddeley probably carried on with their wartime construction. A lot of the old wartime warbirds were built by Armstrong Siddeley. And after the war, the same companies founded a very strong car market. And we'll have a look around the base. And these are made by Oxford, and Oxford is probably the budget end of the quality miniature cars available for your railway displays. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of detail. Very nice piece indeed. You can imagine sitting in the back there with your cocktails, couldn't you? This one is a Cresta Friary. What a fantastic name. It sort of brings to mind the monks of the world. So here we have the Cresta Friary in Imperial Green. It looks black, but it's such a dark green. It is practically black. Really lovely colour. It's almost a colour that should come back in the arsenal for car manufacturers. Absolutely fantastic piece. I mean, look at all that lovely chrome work on there. You can see down the side there. It's funny, the Imperial Green, it does actually say on the box, it says Queen Elizabeth. Very regal indeed. But what a beautiful finish on this car. Really tight and shiny and just wonderful. That fantastic 50s front end there. I think a lot of the older guys who watch this program, especially from England, will remember seeing these fabulous old vehicles driving around. And again, it's something that Oxford do very well, obviously, to cover that period in British railway history from the 1950s. Absolutely beautiful thing. And obviously not a lot of detail on the bottom, just tells you who's made by. My favourite one is this. This is the little tiny MGTC, and it is awesomely cute. Absolutely love this one. I think if I'd gone out to buy these cars, this would have been probably the one that I would have come home with. I just love these old MGs, anything really, the old front 2-seater sports cars. It's one of my little passions. I think you know from my collecting habits, they're the sort of cars I really go for. And it says on the base there, Oxford diecast. This one looks like a slightly older model, probably one of the first or an early Oxford model. And there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed these models. I really like them, and I'm probably going to take a few pictures of them too. Awesome. Something else I got for Christmas, which I thought was really sweet, was from my wife. She was in America and she picked up this holiday 4-pack, which is really cool. It's something I found it in my stocking along with my orange and my nuts, and this is quite a sweet little thing. It's got this very interesting packaging, and really I think this is all this is offering us today is good packaging, very holiday orientated. The cars in there, very interesting. We've got the Project Speeder. That's something that I may have to get out, especially if I find the completed version of that one. Would have liked to have collected the first original. We've got this piece here. This one actually came to me in my advent calendar, a Hot Wheels advent calendar car. So I've got one of those cracked out somewhere. What sold it to me really was this RX-7. I don't think I've got one of those in my collection. And of course we've got this little 240, what was it, 370 Nissan. Very cool little things actually. And a very nicely presented gift pack. Not something that we ever got in the UK, of course. And there you go. That lovely little 4-pack leads us nicely on to the Hot Wheels that I've managed to pick up this month. And there's not very many, so you won't have to wait too long to find out. And this is the Tesla Model X. It's been stashed in my bag. It's not. I probably will have to crack this at some point. But this is very nice. It caught my eye, actually. I think Diecastic. That's the one. He did a very good review on this piece, so I don't feel the urge to do that. So if you want to go and find out a little bit more about this lovely little 7-seater, go and check it out. Of course, this is all electric. Interesting wheels as well from Hot Wheels. I managed to pick up this little Lamborghini Huracan LP622 Super Trofeo. I think this is probably the second colour wave of this. We never saw the first colour wave. I'm still waiting on that box to show up, probably in Poundland. Of course, that one's got the Fair Lady in there. The little old Fair Lady. Is it? I can't remember. It was 2000 or the Fair Lady 200 or whatever it is. It's a lovely little car that I wouldn't mind getting hold of at some point. But I'm quite happy to get this particular colour wave of this Huracan. Really like this this truck. I've several of these models, various colours and all the rest of it. And I think Hot Wheels really did a nice job on this one, giving it that stylish look that is so fashionable right now. That kind of retro, worn-in look that is very popular with customizers, especially of these sorts of trucks as well. So well done, Hot Wheels. A sad thing about this one though is it's started to lose its metal. As you can see, it's got plastic in there. So another reason why I picked it up is because I just had to get the recasting variation on this particular model. But there you go, the bed has been filled in and it's full of plastic. This custom Datsun 240Z. I love the way they've done the tampos at the back there. Very cool. Fully fixed out. Nothing at the front, but there you go. I'm going to hopefully do a little comparison on this one and the blue one that came out. I think this one's got slightly different front end details, but there you go. I'm not 100% sure. Had to pick it up just for that, and also it's a Fugu Z. It's got a little signature there as well. Pretty cool. And finally, on the cool level, we've got a Gas Monkey Garage. I've only seen a couple of these actually on the pegs, so I'm guessing there's probably only 1 or 2 in each case that comes into the shops. Of course, this one's all gas monkeyed right up. And I really like this one. I'm going to pop this because I just need to. I've just had enough of seeing it in the box. So here we go. That's what it looks like out of the box. Fantastic. Of course, I do collect Corvettes. Collect Mustangs as well. But this is a nice piece from my Corvette collection. A good look around. It's quite light, actually. Plastic base. Plastic chrome details, plastic interior, metal body, I'm guessing. Lovely though that they've given it some great detail at the back end there. Beautiful thing. Great gold as well. Look at that gold glisten. Woo! Fabulous. front. I think this cost me like 69p, reduced from the £3.50 normal price. Absolutely amazing. In Tesco's yet again, they're obviously trying to shift their stock on these. So at a later date, I'm sure I'll be releasing that one. And also picked up this one here. This is the Thunderbirds collection. These are Tomica or Tomy models. And it's Fab 1, of course, as you can see. There you go, some great information on the back there. Definitely worthy of a pause. And I have actually cracked one of these because I bought two at £1.50, reduced from £7. I wasn't going to buy it at £7. My budget isn't that big. And this is what it looks like out of the bag. Quickly just compare it to a Hot Wheel. And there you go. It's around about the same size as a Hot Wheel car. Brilliant thing. Look around the base. Made by Tomy, ITV Studios. Made in Vietnam, so it's a genuine Tomica. It's all going on. And I thought, as a special treat, seeing as I've cracked this one here, and we'll go back through time on this one. And here we have another vehicle. This is the Lady Penelope vehicle, Fab 1 from the film. Now, if you remember rightly, there was a film, I can't remember, 2003 or thereabouts, quite a while ago now. And this is the Ford's take on the Fab 1. Have a quick look around the base there. Not a lot of information. I'm guessing it's made by WT Venture, unless that's the name of the vehicle. But I think Fab 1's a better name. And you can see there it's licensed by Ford. And there we go. And this one's quite interesting because it's actually a pullback. So we'll just have a quick look down there. Woo! Leads us nicely onto the Matchbox. Well, I think this is the original car. This is the original Fab 1 from Matchbox, made in China from 92. So pretty old, but not that old, not really. It's remarkable that they were still producing Thunderbirds vehicles as late as 1992, and which is cool, really, because I think Thunderbirds is probably one of the coolest puppet shows around. To compare the old model with the new model, so we'll start at the back end there, seeing what sort of delivery systems we have. If I remember rightly, these things have got rockets and jetpacks and all sorts of things going on. And the Tomica really captures the original puppet show version, and this is, of course, is an animated show now on ITV right now, and actually incorporates quite a lot of the details of the original. The Tomica version is absolutely astonishing inside there, some of those extra details. I mean, Parker's chair is quite small. In fact, the whole car is a lot smaller than the Matchbox car, as you can see there. But if you put them side by side, cockpit to cockpit, you get a good idea of just how substantial this Matchbox is. You can look at the dashboard there. All that instrumentation on the Matchbox model has been transmuted into this version as well. Look down the side. We've got ourselves good classic 1960s styling, as opposed to 2010. Well, the noughties, later the noughties, the nowies. The nowie styling of this particular piece is absolutely fantastic. I'm guessing that there's a triple headlamper going on inside the front of that piece as much as there is in that one. And if I remember rightly, the front of this vehicle, the note that comes down to reveal a guided missile launch system for shooting down any bad guys that want to chase after you. So I'm imagining the same would be true with this one. And of course we'd probably have machine guns and all sorts going on in there, and quite a lot of armor protection. And also I think this one flies as well. So there you go, Lady Penelope. If she needs you, she's gonna get you. show you some more Matchbox that I've been picking up from Poundland, and I managed to find this piece here. This is the Chrysler 300, and that is just ornamentally outrageously gorgeous. Look at that. Full front end details and full back end details. Matchbox knocking it out of the park with this piece, and such a gorgeous colour red as well. Absolutely fantastic, glistening lipstick pinky fuchsia red. This is the Infiniti G37 Coupe. Another very nice piece, again fully tampoed up front there. Wow. And round the back, wow, absolutely beautiful. I collect realistic cars from Matchbox over the fantasy stuff, and so it's great to see two very nice pieces. I'm going to crack into this one. This one says Brush Fire Rescue. Now it's not exactly the usual brush fire rescue equipment I collect, so I normally go for the the Park Ranger stuff. But just purely for the fact that it says Brush Fire Rescue, it can enter the ranks of my collection. And I believe this is a fantasy piece. So I've literally just gone against what I say, but I always pick up anything to do with the brush fire scene from Matchbox anyway. And this is a great little piece. It's covered in details. As you can see around the back there, you've got all your nozzle nodules for loading up the fire, putting out equipment. I imagine this is a water container on the back there, and there's a little generator there. At the back here we've got some hose reels type stowage there, toolbox stowage down the side here, some more details down there, probably a little toolbox. Go around the front there, you've got extra lights and all the rest of it for off-roading. And it's quite an accessible piece there, as you can see. You can jump in there, you've got your 2-point harness by the looks of it. So yeah, some serious anti-fire equipment. Very cool. Land Rovers over in the UK. Now they're very expensive for what they are. I mean, I think it was £2.50 or thereabouts in Asda. Asda was the only place that sold these, and so I was very cautious about which ones I wanted to buy, and given that I've pretty much got most of the Land Rover models out there, this was the only one that I didn't actually have. So I kind of just submitted to the fact and bought myself one. I really like this as well. It's kind of a neo military vehicle. Neo really because it's all shiny green as opposed to a kind of dark green. It hasn't got any markings on it either. But I really like this piece. It's very well done, very well tampoed up the front there. Big fat off-road wheels on it. Very cool. It's got a release date on there, 2003, so it's been around for a while. Interesting 1/56 scale, so that's just one up from 155. So it'd be interesting to see that sit next to some Seikoos or some Majorettes or something, because that's around about the scale that you're going to find those in. But there's a lot of lovely detail in this piece, and Matchbox really have done a great job. It's a shame that I just don't recall seeing it around in the basic lineup at all. Not for a long time anyway. Absolutely splendid. I probably will be taking some pictures of this as well, because it's rather cool. You can see this one doing some good off-roading